much white.
Hey, oh, we're on. I didn't even know about it. He gave me the countdown. Nat.
5, 4,
All right.
3.
Welcome back to 20s for Days. I am your DM tonight, Nathan. We are 5 dickheads, and we're going to play our version of D&D like absolute pimps. Let's introduce our characters for tonight. We'll start with Rana.
Hello everyone, I'm playing Shadaniel. Chad, total weenie, screaming for his mother.
Yep, good gear. All right, Mr. Addy.
Maddie playing Hank, little gnomish wizard. Happy that he's now found a friend in a jump buddy.
Got a real friend. Mr. Jake.
Thor, considering a career as a professional daredevil.
And Mr. J.
G'day, I'm Jay, and I'll be playing Cole Rafferty, a frill-neck lizard, dragonborn country boy, and mate, I'm just looking for a place to call me own, but shit just keeps on going awry, you know. But crikey.
Yeah, indeed. All right, so last week, our incredible heroes saw the sight of an aerial assault coming in from what looked to be dwarven airships upon Southpoint. They decided to venture further, deeper into the bush. They made their first camp with a little bit of a few communication errors going around the campsite, or people definitely listening and doing the right thing and chopping entire trees down, and some good stuff like that. There were some good highlights, and then after that, they decided to press on further towards the river, where they came upon what was discovered and investigated as a large direwolf den. Wolverine.
Wolverines.
Wolverine den, but they hastily fucked right off and pressed on once more, actually reaching the river with a few, I think there was a Superman seat grab in there from Thor with Hank on the back and all sorts of shit going on, just traveling through the bush in their 3 various variations of dirt bikes. Finally reaching the river, which was what they were aiming for. Mr. Rafferty turned around to guide the other 2 bikes in, unbeknownst to him, as he was too busy sort of,
Signaling.
guiding, guiding the others of where to go, throwing these around. There was what looked to be an assault vehicle of dwarven make across the river, which the other 2 bikes saw. And while Mr. Rafferty was throwing a few of these around, it lined him up. But thankfully, our good friend Chad came ripping around and just yanked on Cole's throttle and zipped him off the bike, but it was out of the way. And unfortunately, that was when the Runelock shell got released from the tank and utterly destroyed Chad's vehicle. Luckily, Chad escaped serious injury. But that is where we start off tonight. Is we are on the riverbed on the other side of the river, and the river's moving pretty quick. As down the way there is a waterfall. But you know that if you go off the waterfall, you're basically back in Southpoint. On the other side is the tank, and it's a hover tank. So just looking at it and seeing this thing, you think that this thing can cross the river. There's dense bushland that you can go back into. Cole, you're on the ground. after you've just been whipped off your trail bike.
Mhm.
Chad, your ears are absolutely ringing. So any sort of perception or anything like that, you'll have disadvantage on for the time being.
That's all good.
The other two, you're sort of coming over the crest and you just see this monstrous explosion on the riverbank, and you see Chad's bike just go up. You guys also see 6 what look to be dwarven soldiers, and they're in this like sort of dark metallic with glowing orange going all over it. Runelock full plate suits, and they are holding some sort of weapons, like much like the Runelock gun that the principal had, but a bit more longer range. It looks to be more rifle or submachine gun sort of physique as far as those weapons are concerned.
Mhm.
All right, so let's start tonight with a cheeky bit of initiative.
Are we live? Are we just recording?
mate.
We are? Okay.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah, I mean, I sure hope so. I mean, I feel dead inside, but
I've hit all the buttons.
No, I was just wondering. I was going to drop a couple of C-bombs, but I'll think of some.
Well, you
Go for it,
ended up
mate.
in the.
I'm mark it all for not for children anyway. So
Good. Good, because my character sheet is being an absolute cunt tonight.
Yes.
how'd I go? Oh, not very good.
How have we got here?
Oh,
Cole
fuck,
got
man.
7. Just waiting on Thor.
Yeah, you're going to be waiting. Oh, I've got dice in.
So hidden under all the tinnies, mate. What's going on?
Yeah, mate. Oh, I'm getting a dice out. There's a 19.
Nice. What's plus your initiative bonus?
Sure, it was.
Fuck knows. No, it was.
Oh,
No idea. I think it's
19.
+1.
Okay. All right. Well, Thor goes first. As you are on the back of your mechanical steed, you're probably about 20 feet away from a prone Cole, and probably about 30 feet total away from a prone and ears ringing, potentially bleeding Chad. And the river itself is probably about 50 feet wide with, fairly strong current water.
So the steed's obviously still moving.
Your steed is, yeah.
Yeah.
And you see the tank aimed at the general vicinity of Chad / Cole.
Okay. I guess I'll ride up and kind of park it in front of Cole. So it's kind of in between the tank and Cole.
I'm just like
That's
tapping
you.
him on the back.
Somebody!
No, like momentum. I can't really stop it, can I?
So
you like, stop.
Just rip it to your left. You rip straight in front of Cole. Just look down at him. While Hank's like looking at the tank that's just got like a barrel aimed at you guys. All right. Next is the tank. Let's see how quick it can reload. So, you guys see an orange energy sort of encapsulate the whole top part of the canopy, and then come pulsating down the main turret. Now,
Pretty sure tanks don't have a canopy, dude.
whatever, mate. Like this one does, all right? So imagine this
They do
dwarven rune lock.
here.
All right.
Just to let you guys know,
Actually,
that model of tank did not have a canopy system from factory.
this one does. All right. A tank canopy.
Sure.
All right. Yeah. A tank hat. You know, it's like the tank's hat. That part of it.
The turret.
No, it's cannon.
Tank
It's
hat.
it's the lore cannon. It is a tank hat. All right,
Tank
so
I see what you did there.
so I want Thor and I want Hank to make a dexterity saving throw
Easy.
or get blasted with a cannon.
Piece.
Not bad.
Just waiting for Thor. You might need to roll
Press
the dice,
it.
mate.
Still being a cunt, is it?
Yeah, just roll it. Just roll a
Any
die.
minute now.
That was a 16
Plus a.
-1. Oh, there you go, 15. Minus 14. Go the 14.
All right, so you guys look up. Hank sort of. I don't know. How do you want to do this, Hank? Like to try and get yourself and Thor, the monster himself, off this bike before it explodes.
In a knee jerk reaction, like I'm just sitting there patting his back, and it sort of time slows down as I'm like,
Yeah, and you see the tank hat start to glow.
yeah, I
as
just
it goes
sort of like
it goes down the tank turret.
just slink in under his arm and just like lean over and grab the throttle and just like yank it back.
Okay.
Are we gonna start calling that Chuck into Chad? Because I feel like that's what it should be now.
Cole, can you now make a dexterity saving throw? At disadvantage because you're on the deck.
Yeah. Disadvantage. Dexterity saving.
Yeah.
Okay. That rolls.
Hey, here's a good thing. If your tail gets run over, it'll grow back.
It's a 10.
Okay, that's not. So, Hank, you saved the bike though, huh?
Jump buddies for life.
Hank reaches forward, rips the throttle off the Thor to just rip up some dirt at the last second, and Cole cops the Runelock shell, which isn't so much a shell as it is like a, or you don't really know yet. Okay, so you think it's a shell coming out of the tank. You got hit. 13 damage.
Ah, God damn it.
All right. Next up is the soldiers. They all sort of raise their weapons at you guys and start like making their way to the bank.
Wrong button.
Just quickly rattle off your AC so I know.
11. Until it's my turn.
19.
13.
14.
19.
Yeah, stop flexing.
27.
Is it 19?
Yeah,
Sure.
it says that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Jesus, titty fucking Christ. All right, what was Chad's? 14?
Goliath.
14.
All right. One hit Thor for now. Just wait. One hit Thor and one hit Hank. So they just like lifted up their like what looks to be like SMG runelock weapons and all this just like
Just on spring.
rune fire just comes just like makes like this massive line of just shit flying kicking up everywhere, just zip straight past Cole as he's just being hit like a line comes past him, following the bike, goes up the back of the bike. So if you few holes appear in it and rips over four, cheeky, and where is it? 8 damage to Thor. 17 damage to Hank.
Fucking hell, what was that, a crit?
Yep. Unless you want to use an inspo to stop that, I can reroll it. If you got
No,
one.
I'll take it. I've got one, but I'll save it.
Okay, cool. Alright, so it is now. Rana, you are Chad.
Yes.
Chad, your turn.
Ever since getting the bike blown up, Chad just ragdolled through the air, play dead.
Yeah, you're on the ground.
Yeah.
You think you're still in the air, you just
Ever
Alright, so
since
you
that
just-
point, I just
Okay, alright, no
play
worries.
dead.
Alright.
How
Cole,
close
your
am I
turn.
to the bank, by the way?
You are maybe a couple of feet away from the water.
Excellent. I would like to slowly start creeping my way into the water
Okay. Alright.
while they're
Super slowly.
focused on everyone else.
Alright, so we'll say by the start my internet's shitting out again.
No.
A little bit.
Okay. Alright. I just lost everyone's picture for a second.
How did you?
Yeah. So we'll say until your next turn, you're still on the bank, but once it gets to the start of the next turn, you will have made your way into the water. If you're going that slowly to not be noticed, so to speak.
Oh god, yeah. I'm trying to be dead.
Okay. Actually, you know what? Make me a stealth check. Yeah, stealth check. That makes sense. Because you're trying to be stealthy. Yeah, boy.
That's a D&D
I'm
thing.
not sure if I hit it or not, so I'll just whack it again.
There's some Tinker's tools that have been happening from Maddie, apparently.
Yeah, I
That's cool.
pressed the wrong button.
Come on. Come on.
I assume that was the back padding.
Stealth.
Wait.
So the first one was 11. So we'll see what happens next turn. I think you'll make it. Like you'll spend your whole turn doing it. It's just that how subtle it is, and if they notice it or not. All right. So up next is Cole. What do you want to do, buddy?
So I'm going to roll over and go, ow! After getting hit with that. And I'm going
Yeah,
to...
so after you got hit, you know that like conventional weaponry, like the old school weapons, like you've got like flintlocks and stuff on you at the moment. That would have been like from an old school tank, that would have been a shell, but this is some sort of pulse wave or something that hit you.
Yeah.
So still devastating, but
You're not dead.
you're not
No,
dead.
I've just got soft
Yeah, you
tissue
didn't
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll over and fucking ow. Ow. How the fuck did they get up here so quick? And I'm gonna sort of stand up and basically gonna pull out my bullwhip.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna start over my head, and I'm going to burn my 3 inspos as an ulti, and using my deity gifted, so channeling the wet, as it were, I'm swinging my whip around my head. Get in behind you mongrels! And I crack the whip over the soldiers' heads.
I like this.
And Nathan's pausing for dramatic effect.
Dramatic effect, yep.
Ooh.
This
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna go
intense.
reset. Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're back. What?
Whoa.
Okay.
Or not. No, I think he's already hit the reset button.
Well.
I'm not changing the cameras.
Soda
That's
break.
right. Yeah, look, run to grab oh, hang on.
All of you at home, get your drinks.
Yeah,
Come back.
intermission.
I mean, I had popcorn, so you
That's
know,
all
go.
good.
We will be back. We're back.
Has anyone?
Live?
Oh, okay, never mind.
We're good.
Yeah. All right. Well, welcome back to 20s for Days. Where, all right, let's go. Last thing I heard was bullwhip.
All right,
You guys
so
had a good intermission.
in my head, I
I blame Rob.
am. Yeah, blame Rob.
Fucking Rob.
Unbelievable.
So, in my head, I am sort of like speaking to my deity, as it were. So I'm sort of channeling the wet system, or the wet. And basically, I'm just sort of. The rainy season is abroad. The skirt of her dress is wet. You've gone off to distant lands, and my heart finds it unbearable. I keep sending letters to my beloved. This is not the right poem. And I crack my whip over the heads of the soldiers, the dwarven runelock soldiers, with my whip, and I'm yelling out, "Get in behind you, bastards!" And
Yep. Go on.
Yep. And the concussion of this whip cracking is like a bomb just going off over their heads. Just
So you're like, I mean, your whip's only fucking 20 foot long or something, but you're towards them.
Yeah.
And you get around, you bastards! Crack! This big crack happens, and it's like, you know, like a sonic boom, so they just pass over the top of them. They're also like putting their heads down, and out of the water jump all these cattle dogs, like water cattle dogs. Like, jump up on the bank, and they're all just like staring down, and they're coming around. They're like flanking around these soldiers. Fuck knows what they're going to do to a tank, but like they're coming around against the soldiers, and they all just jump, pounce straight on them, and they're just being mashed up with like almost like solid. How to put it? Like you know how those serpents had the solid water, like the water weapons and stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's not ice, but like it's water. Like it's like gnashing at them. You can see that their armor is physically being dented and stuff as these like beasts are like gnashing, like all their getting their jaws in and all that sort of stuff. Good shit. Well done.
Cheers.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right.
Nice little flourish there at the end.
Nice. Next up is Mr. Hank.
Can I see Chad at all?
Make a perception.
Sorry, am I able to move?
Oh, sure. Yeah. You can move.
Okay, cool. Well,
Well,
in
you
that
got
case,
up. You got up.
Yeah, true. So you're going to count
So,
me
yeah.
getting up as my movement, or?
Oh, that's part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Just you can
That's
move. Where do you want to go?
I wanted to basically run over to my bike, wherever that landed.
Yep.
And pick that up and get ready to fucking...
Yeah, it's not far from you. You sort of run. So you do that. You run over. You pick it up, and you just need to start it and go. Basically.
Yep, cool. All
right, Hank.
I shout in Thor's ear.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta go! I also... Fuck. So where exactly is...
You guys also start to see like a lot of cloud cover start coming in, by the way.
Is that good or
Like a lot.
bad? Where exactly is the bike compared to the tank and the guys? Because I literally can't take another hit.
So the tank and that, well, the river's about 50 foot across, right?
Yep.
And you're about 20, 30 feet in, and then you're down about 20, 30 feet. So you're well within, like, tank hat range of being shot, but and runelock weapon range of being Jake liked it, and runelock weapon range of being shot, but as far as close combat is concerned, I wouldn't be too worried. But if your idea is to run, then I would pull on that throttle. It worked last time.
It did, didn't it?
Because Thor's still like fucking looking at Cole on the ground.
Yeah. All right. I
Because being on a bike, I'd say that you could go further than like a person can run.
Yeah. Well, I was going to eject and hide, which I could do. I had a perfect spell combo, but I won't. All right. I quickly just hold on to my scarab medallion and say the magic words, and all this sort of silver chitinous armor forms over me, which gives me armor class 14 now, mage armor. And I just, lean into the throttle and body weight it and just like, just absolutely dump truck it.
Fuck!
So you two just belt off down like the riverbank, a few rocks and a bit of debris and stuff. This four-wheeler's just.
Which way is what am I looking at when I kind of like?
So as you pull the throttle, you are definitely heading towards the drop.
Jump buddies for life!
You think that you will reach it in one more turn at full throttle?
Yep, body weight it.
All right. Yeah, this four-wheeler is just going nuts. All right, Thor, your turn.
Cole's just like, that solves one problem.
Hank is just reaching around and just pulling on the throttle.
I've just been kind of thrown backwards.
Yeah. Anything you want to do?
Fuck! I'm a bit gobsmacked. Where are we going?
For the biggest jump of our lives and career.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Yeah, cool.
All right, Thor, what do you want to do? It's up to you. Keep throttling it.
Yeah, I'll just
You're
keep running it.
Oh dear. All right. You are airborne. You're looking over this waterfall as it's just coming over the mountain, and you are proper airborne. You look down, everything slows down. You sort of see all of Southpoint everywhere, and you're sort of angling towards the actual river a bit, just the way that you've come off. And then you sort of the bike starts to go, and you either hang on or you let go.
Hank?
Yo!
No time to discuss. You either hang on or you let go.
Let go.
Let go. You let's go. The bike's as you just you're in free fall over this monstrous monstrous
Hey Thor!
All right, we'll leave you midair.
Yeah, right.
There's my house.
Yes, you can see everything. You also see that there's just a quick glance. You see that there is in the actual township itself dwarves everywhere, or at least this faction are everywhere.
Yep.
Like fuck, I'm a tabaxi.
And we'll leave you midair. That's how long it's taking you to drop.
I prepare us.
Wow. All right. So, the tank. Wow. It reloaded. Incredible. The tank hat reloads in time. You see
I wouldn't call this in time.
You see the tank hat start glowing orange once more, and it's sort of lining because you just done your big bull whip, and then just turn towards the bike that you've just mounted, and you just turn around, you jump on the kickstart, and then your AC currently is 13.
13.
Do you have any inspirations left?
No.
I
Does
do.
anyone have any inspirations left? Because that's a crit.
And I'll give one
Okay.
to your shitty tank hats.
Tank hat. Tank Hat hits, but it's not a crit. Tank Hat hits for 14. And definitely hits. Let's see if it also hits the. No, it would just shred the bike. So you take 14. How are you looking? Yeah. So this pulse just goes across the river. Bike goes up. You fly up, unconscious. Ragdoll through the air, and we'll go
Over the cliff.
I named the
not
new
over the cliff. You
shooting
just
star
ragdoll
across the
are
sky,
probably
Colin.
about 20 feet away from Chad, down the bank.
Okay. Is this towards the river or towards the fall?
Towards the fall along
Okay.
the riverbank.
Yep, gotcha.
Unconscious. Okay.
Yep.
All right. The soldiers just start just like shooting wildly at these like wet working dogs.
Yeah.
That are just like going nuts on them. You see, you wouldn't see, but for Chad, who would see, just opening one eye, you see these like water dogs just like crippling a couple, like just grabbing around the ankles and dragging them, dropping them prone and
So
stuff.
proud of them.
And then you see like two of them like double team one, just cripple the shit out of like just the
Good
whole
dogs, Brent.
the whole torso, and make a perception check. The Chad. You're on the ground. You're trying to be quiet, but is it a 12? 12's enough. Instead of seeing like blood and guts going everywhere, you kind of see metal and almost like a orange sort of. Instead of blood, it's like this orange liquid just.
Well, that would be why they didn't care that they were shooting at miners.
All right. Chad, your turn. What are you doing? As you make your way into the water, if you want to.
At this point, how far onto the bank is Cole?
He's water's edge, down about 20 feet away from you.
Great. So while they're all busy being attacked by the dogs, I'm going to get up, peg it, grab Cole, pull him into the water with me, and start coasting on the water to pull us both away.
All right. Make an athletics check. As you drag an unconscious person into running water.
Oh, come on! I'm going to use my other inspo because this is bullshit.
Okay.
That's still bullshit.
That's enough. I'll give it to you as you just panic, like, that panic crawl up to a run. You just sort of just grab onto him, lean, and just roll him into the water. And you sort of both get carried down. You're sort of keeping yourself up, but like Cole is just underwater, unless you hold on to him.
I'm going to try and hold on to him and swim so that I'm on my back with him above me so that he's breathing.
All right. That's fine. You can
Because
try.
I don't want him to drown.
You can athletically try. That's fine. So let's move to Cole, who needs to make a death saving throw.
Oh, I'm also going to chuck a mage hand at people as I go.
Yeah. As you sort of see the turrets coming back down your way, the tank hat might get you. Death save is it's a solid good. It's a good thing for Cole. That one, as we know, 16 is good. All right, Hank, as you're midair, Thor's just taking you straight off, as was your absolute plan. And you've just seen the whole of the town. Down you come. And you see Thor just lose it. And the bike still takes off one way, and you guys are going towards the river. And the bike itself going towards not the side of the river. You know that there is along this river there is a bridge coming up which leads to the road that has got Thor's parents' house on it. But you guys both, I will say, because you're turn after turn. Actually, we'll do yours first. Make a dexterity saving throw as you hit the water from a few 100 feet up.
When we get close to the ground,
Here we go. Yeah.
I release my spell.
Which is?
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Not Featherfall, because I didn't memorize that.
Oh, that's spewing.
That would have been good. It would have been really handy, but I didn't memorize that because I didn't think we were going anywhere near a cliff and everybody wanted to hide, so I memorized things like invisibility. But I do have up my sleeve. When we get close to the ground, like instead of sort of going into the free fall, like position, and Hank's getting a newfound love for speed thanks to his jump buddy. He sort of like tucks almost into a standing position, and as he casts the spell, he just sort of like wisps away into a silver puff of mist, and then just appears on the bank.
Nice!
What was that?
Misty step.
Blink.
Yeah, good. So you just appear in this mist on the bank as you look up and you see Thor still free falling.
Bullshit.
That is the best use of Misty Step I've ever heard of.
And Thor, make a dexterity saving throw, mate. You don't have Misty Step up your sleeve, do you?
Could. I don't, but I could.
You
Like a
hit
cat.
not well.
Yeah, like the son of a cat that isn't a cat.
Yeah. And you're going towards water, which you absolutely fear, by the way.
Fuck. I need so much therapy. Yeah, cool. No, this ain't gonna be good.
All right, so you come down and you hit this water almost like you're trying to land like a cat, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So you're like flipping and spinning in the air and fucking bang! You just hit it so hard, belly flop style, that you take 18 damage on impact, and you sort of ragdoll into the river, heading down the river. How are you looking for health, out of curiosity?
Quite fucked. That really hurt. I didn't enjoy that at all.
And it was the scariest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, I am flipping out.
Rushing
right
water coming towards you at an accelerated rate. But that was a sick jump. So the daredevil in you is thinking that was sick, but at the same time you're thinking, fuck this.
Yeah, no, I'm flipping right now. So I'm obviously in the water. I can't swim.
You're in the water just freaking out.
How
Half
fast
drowning.
is the current moving?
It's probably moving him about 40 feet a turn or something.
Oh, shit.
It's rushing. Like it's.
I am
he's
running
sucking out in.
flat knackers to try. Well, I can keep up. I can run at 50. But I'm.
You know that if he could swim, he could just make it like 20 feet to the side, grab
Yeah.
some reeds, and he'd be right there. He doesn't
I'm
know
already
that.
thinking worst case scenario, and I'm trying to find like a massive branch. But I've only got like 8 strength, so I'm not going to pick it up. But I'm like, oh, twig. Oh, yeah. No, fuck. Reed. Oh, fuck, Reed. So I'm like trying to keep parallel to him as I'm running down the river.
Yeah, so you're in front of him thanks to your maneuverability, and not ragdolling under the water for a while. So if you took off, you're probably either going to reach you'll reach the bridge before him.
Perfect. I run to the bridge and then just like hang over. Grab me head.
Knowing full well that the bridge is arched over the water, and you're like leaning over, and so you could probably maybe see a fingertip or two. Just grab me head.
Yeah, I can't see you at all. All I can see is just pure.
You see death. Because not only
yeah.
not only are you in water, like traveling down at a pretty fast rate, but you can see the ocean coming towards you as well. Like you're just like being taken out into the ocean, which is bigger water, as we all know. Yeah. All right. So the tank.
I've got a quarterstaff. I imagine it's like barely 3 foot. I just held that off the bridge.
Cole can't see it, but Chad, the turret the tank hat swings around towards you, but you don't see a pulse this time.
Excellent. I was going to say I used Mage Hand to put it in front of the tank laser.
Just as a beacon for something to aim at.
Yeah, just try and stuff up its targeting system.
All right. The soldiers obviously like trying to still deal with the wet
The good
cattle
boys.
dogs, the good boys. So Chad, it is your turn as you're rushing down this river towards what you know is a monstrous waterfall. And you're trying to hold Cole up so that he doesn't drown, as he is absolutely unconscious right now. So I want you to make an athletics check at disadvantage, please. As not only you fighting the water or trying to stay afloat, but you're also trying to keep someone else afloat.
I know I'm fecked.
Not bad.
Not bad. You know, you keep his head out of the water, and you keep your head up above water as you make your way down the river, and potentially out of range of the tank hat.
At least because he's got a lizard snout, as long as his mouth stays shut, his nose is higher up than anybody else's. So I've got a little bit more wiggle room with how far underwater he can get. Anyway, I'm going to die no matter what, so we might as well die being cool and go over the waterfall.
Exactly.
If the nerd did it, then I can.
He did it in style.
Fuck yeah.
You just
with
didn't
a big
see
grin.
the style.
Yeah, it's okay.
Right.
When I land, I'll say I don't believe it.
All right, Cole.
Up.
Just say please. Matey potato. You can whisper him if you want a bit of Oh, that's a fail. All right. Back up to Thor as you're freaking out, trying to stay afloat.
Grab my stuff!
Yeah, I'm flailing everywhere.
Because you hate water as well, I'm going to make you, if you want to try and stay afloat, athletics at disadvantage as well, even though you've got a monstrous athletics, but you never know. Your dice might fail and you might just get taken under the bridge or something.
Yeah, sure. Trying.
Holy crap.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so you stay afloat. It's like you're just like smashing water and just like almost like if you hit the water hard enough, your body stays up.
Just punching
water. Yeah, you're less trying to stay afloat, more. Somehow it's keeping you afloat. As you approach the bridge, you're not too worried about the fingers, is that right?
Oh, I've got a little quarterstaff, so I'm just hanging.
Oh, you got a quarterstaff.
So you see, it's only like 3 foot.
Yeah. So you see this small stick being held down beyond the bridge.
I got you, jump buddy.
I go for it.
All right. Dex. Just give me a flat dex. And also, Hank, you can give me a athletics if he succeeds.
12.
I reckon he can grab that. But can the gnome hold on?
It's like literally all my weight is on this.
Here we go.
Stuff, right?
Here we go. Turn it up. Let's go. No. You grab a hold of it and just rip him into the water. He's like, I got you, buddy. You grab the stick and just whoosh, just pull him into the water with you.
I don't think it's so much as he falls in as I just actually pull him down.
Yeah.
And you're just together and you're just like floating down the river together. All right. Who was next? Oh, they're out of it. So Chad.
Yeah.
Last one as you go over. Keep him afloat.
I'm so stuffed. Oh, there's one. Ah! I did good.
All right. You keep him and yourself well and truly afloat as you go over. These bodies together are just mid-air, falling. Cole, death save, matey potato.
Please don't die, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die.
Don't tell me what to do.
Get up,
Die
get
there.
up.
I'll die if I want to. That's bad. All right. So,
I
Not
guess
like
I
lift.
should spend my inspiration.
No, don't worry about it.
do it on the last one. He's not dead yet.
Ah, okay.
All right. And you both sort of hit the river together. Tumble a little bit, and Chad brings you up. But Chad does know how to swim, as opposed to Thor. So we'll see what happens next turn.
We have an indoor pool.
Exactly. 2. Like whole levels
Yeah,
dedicated to it.
And one's on the roof. And then there's that one with the giant slip and slide down.
Exactly. All right, Hank. As you've just been wrenched into the water.
Start kicking.
Make a perception check.
It's not going to be good. Oh, it is.
Yep. So just down the river, which you think you're going to reach in about a turn or so. You definitely see a tabaxi man fishing in the middle of the river on his boat.
Oh, come on.
Thor! And I start trying to swim toward. I point it out to Thor and then start trying to kick towards the shore.
Okay. All right, Thor, your turn.
I'm not sure whether my head's above water or if my legs are at the moment.
Yeah, so you know that you've just got this stick in your hand that you've just wrenched forward. So all of a sudden you got a gnome in front of you, holding a stick, turning around, just screaming Thor at you and pointing.
All right, I'm going to try and punch the water again to keep myself afloat.
With one hand.
Yep.
I like it. I can get around.
That was disadvantage, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
Solid 9. Probably should have let go of the stick.
Yeah, so when you punch the water, you sort of hit it, but you sort of punch the other hand as well. It just happens to contain a stick and a gnome. You lift him out of the water completely and then smash him down in the water. Not that it hurts him, it's just he just goes under and back up.
Obviously, the rapids are slowing down now as well, so it's...
Yeah, they are. As you sort of...
It's like this still body of water, and I'm...
and Hank, you sort of see this tabaxi man just he sort of just looks over at you, screaming out the word Thor is. Puts his pole down, and as you come past, he sort of puts his, just leans down and grabs you by the back and just pulls you towards the boat, and sort of the boat comes over a bit, and you sort of.
That was awesome.
As Thor's still hitting the water, and his dad's just this is, what are you doing, son? Come in. He sort of pulls you into the boat.
How much does the boat?
Yeah, the boat's all.
Wouldn't be great because I'm still freaking out. I don't even realize I'm out of the water at the moment.
Yeah. All right, Chad. What do you want to do? as you're just going down the river towards the bridge.
Try and get to a bank, preferably
mate.
on the side away from town.
Yep. Make an athletics at disadvantage.
Okie dokie. I don't like this.
Yeah, I mean you kick that way, but the current's too strong and it sort of just brings you back out in the middle, and you sort of go towards the
Okay.
the bridge. All right, Cole. Do you want to do it in secret, or do you want to do it in the open?
I will do it in secret if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Not too sure how.
Just roll it 2 GM.
2 GM, yeah.
All right. So Chad, you don't feel like you still feel like you think that your good friend Cole is still kicking. He's all right.
Okay,
Feels
good.
like that way. All right. So
You better be.
all right. So Thor and what's your chops? Hank and Thor. What are you doing? As you've just been like wrenched into this boat by a tabaxi. What's going on, guys?
We're doing tricks! Sick tricks!
Fuck!
What do you mean sick tricks?
Dad! The fuck are you doing here?
I was just doing some fishing for town because, you know, the town's been like, you know, I've just got to hoard a bit of fish, you know, smuggle it into town every now and again.
What are you doing fishing on water?
I always fish on
You didn't
water.
tell me
I
the
just
fish
come
came
out-
from water?
I come out on the safe boat.
What happened in the
been eating
8
fucking
hours
water
we
food?
were gone?
Hey. Sorry, I was concentrating on Rana. Like, sorry, I shouldn't have done that. What'd you say?
Oh, sorry. I said... What did I say?
I've been eating freaking water food.
Oh, yeah.
You always eat fish, like all the time. That's
I didn't realise they came from the water.
Okay.
I thought they were like chicken.
Yeah, they're like water chicken.
Fuck!
Wait, this is your
What?
dad?
Oh, yeah, this is my dad. Dad, Hank, Dad.
Oh, hello, Hank. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
As he sort of like starts rowing towards shore, where he's got like his little small pontoon that leads to his tree house.
Your son and I are jump buddies.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. What's a jump buddy?
Well, he
As
did
he
a
sort of, like, pulls the
really
rope
sick
over and, like-
jump on this four-wheeled
I leg
ATV you might have seen plummet from the cliff. I did that
sounds-
one. He did a different one. It was much better though.
Ooh.
As soon as he gets to the bank, I leg it off the boat and climb the closest tree.
Well, the closest tree is your home.
Yeah,
So-
straight up.
Yep. So you just
Not even to your room, just
no.
Just up the
you
tree.
go inside, or you just climb the outside.
No, just climb the outside.
That's incredible.
I turn and look back at the cliff and just
Mm-hmm.
peer and see if I can see anything up the top or Chad or Cole.
Funny you say that. As two figures like appear from under the bridge and they start heading towards this way. Does Chad want to make another athletics check?
I get Mr. Thor's attention and
Yeah.
point back.
Oh yeah, he's like he throws out a rope sort of thing with a bit of a buoy on it. Yeah, so Chad pulls both of them closer to the buoy and is able to grab it. But just as that happens, Colt, this is do or die, mate. Interesting.
I've got an inspo if he needs it.
Yeah, he
Don't want
does.
it.
You don't want it?
I've got something else.
All right. Okay.
Jeez.
All right. So they pull the two kids in and pull him up on the bank.
We
And
got him.
Chad, all of a sudden, you don't think that, like, you've been holding Cole the whole way, and you feel like his breathing has changed, if not stopped.
CPR.
Okay? You start perform
I'm
some.
freaking out.
Do a medicine check as you start doing mouth to mouth to a fruit neck lizard.
This is an interesting one. Oh, 14?
It's a natural one. You like.
No!
Oh, 14. Oh, yeah, sorry. There's some reason
Yeah,
it keeps coming up twice. That would have
it's
been
having a glitchy-
incredible because that was 2 natural ones, like with the advantage.
yeah, but it's 2 14s
You
or
just
2
start
natty
ripping
ones.
open his rib cage. Just, I wonder how he works, you know.
How does a frill work?
Yeah. You just pull out the Bowie knife and start like ripping it, cutting everything off. You think he's dead. As you even like you start the mouth to mouth and you blow into his mouth and start compressing his chest, and even Thor's dad sort of pushes you aside and starts working on him. And after maybe about a minute of working on him,
He'd be trying to.
he sort of
I don't
he
think that
puts
kind
on a
of works.
surgical mask, and then he sort of looks up and then he pulls it down. So he just
Nice.
he says, "We've lost him. There's nothing more I could do."
Just gonna sit there.
Okay.
Fuck water!
Anybody else hear that?
Yeah. Fuck your water.
I think it came from the tree.
Yeah. You just see that Chad like right in the top of the tree. Not Chad,
Chad,
Thor looking through the top of the treetop.
Fuck you, water!
It's like peering the leaves apart.
like a blind.
All right. The verdict is that Cole is dead.
Should,
I spent my inspos on you, asshole.
should
Hey,
we say something? I don't know. Chad?
Well,
Mr.
I mean,
Thor?
yeah, Thor's dad is just like, oh, we can't leave the body here. We have to, with the occupation, we have to just let him go.
Well, he said something about a mistress of the water, so I'm sure he'd like his body to go back to the water.
No, all right, help me get him in the water, and the current can take him so that we don't get.
Okay. I get my quarterstaff from the boat and just...
Jesus. Thor's dad is just like grabbing his legs. It's like anyone
It's
want
like
to
that.
do
It's like that scene from Family Guy where Peter's trying to scoop the frog.
Kind of, yeah.
All right. So it takes some work because all you're doing is like using a stick. But you get him in the water, and he ends up floating away and going under, and the current takes him down the river out towards the ocean into the wet.
Bye, Cole. Anybody?
All right.
Wow. What a send-off.
Anybody?
I'd say at this point, Chad is just full on catatonic. Like, that's
didn't-
2 people.
I didn't
that have
know
died
Cole
in front of
very
each
well,
other
and
for
he
4
was kind of mean to me, so he seemed like a top guy. Anybody?
Thor has gone fetal up the top of the tree.
Any-
Just kind of rocking.
Mr.
You just see the whole
Thor,
tree like.
would you like to say something?
I think you got to shout if you want to ask him. By the way,
I think we should all get indoors and
Yeah, I'm wet. That's probably a good idea. I just start walking off.
we'll have to mourn the dead at a later time before the patrols come past again. And he sort of
Chad's
grabs
just
his haul. He grabs his
sitting
haul
there
of fish
staring
from the
at
river
the-
and heads back inside. He says, "Come, children, inside."
Yep, follow.
Yep, opens the door and lets you guys in. Thor is just like, Thor, you can come down now.
Meow.
First time he's sworn in front of his dad as well.
And Dad hasn't noticed.
Well, Dad noticed.
Well, they were on the boat, and he's just like, yes, yes, yes.
I will be punished later.
All right. Yeah, when Thor takes his shirt off, there's all these fucking marks on his back and shit. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, bugger the whip.
You get inside and Thor's mum's in there and she starts prepping all the fish for dinner. What do you guys want to do? I assume Thor does eventually come down.
Yeah, I'll come down.
Take my shoes off so I don't tread mud in the house.
Good call. Good call.
I mean, I'll soak 'em wet, but
Yeah, they give you some appropriate towels and
I'll rug up.
yeah, do you,
And a
do you
robe.
want some? We can get you some spare clothes if you want some.
That would be amazing, thank you.
So the mum goes off. Mid prep, so washing your hands, and goes off and finds you some appropriate size clothes. It's obviously like dad's old clothes and stuff. So they definitely don't fit a gnome. But so you come out with these like huge like baggy shirts and what would be like shorts on someone, but they just look like these big like 70s style pants on you.
Wow, 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 wow.
Chad, dear, would you like some dry clothes?
That's just like he's pretty much just been gotten in the doorway, and he's just sitting there.
I've
Okay,
read about this. Hold on. And I walk up to Chad and I sort of just like tilt his head. I'm like, Chad, make sure his eyes are open. Chad, can you hear me, Chad? It's Hank. Can you hear me? Alright, hang on. I just kind of...
Jesus, one big slap.
6 points of damage.
Blink. Go back
Six.
to staring at my
like it
face.
heals him. Okay. Maybe I did it wrong. I cock the head and I try the other cheek.
Shall I give it a go, buddy?
I
Hang on,
guess.
hang on,
Maybe
hang
it's
on.
my hands.
Kind of
Maybe they're
struggle
too
a little
little.
and just lean against the wall.
You do, for each slap, you do 1 point of damage.
Yeah, I
You
was
like
like
wind
bare
them up.
minimum.
That's 2 points of damage of slap.
Yeah.
Open hand damage.
Should it be
Is
like
Thor having a go?
this big?
Sting damage.
Has Chad come around or not?
He's noticing, but he just doesn't want to do anything.
Snap
Alright,
to
Thor.
it, Chad!
Sit in the doorway.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Do you like line him up? Bang, like a missile. Crack Chad across the face
I
open-handed.
quickly do some maths to help Thor with like a good trajectory arc.
Yeah, and you do 4 points in open hand damage to him. Bang!
It's a
Dad's
Chad's
like-
size hole in the wall next to the.
Ah,
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
cartoon print.
Chad! I pick Chad up, or sit him back up.
Thor's dad, Kevin, is sort of just like looking at. Why are you hitting your friend, Thor?
Oh, sorry, Dad. Would you like a turn?
No, how about he just has a what? Yeah, hang on. He goes over to his refrigerator
I'd
grabs,
read somewhere that you
grabs
slap
some
people to
milk
catatonic.
and hands Chad a glass of milk.
He'll just look at it, and it's been given to him. He'll start sipping at it.
Oh.
See, don't hit
Oh.
your friends. Just
Sorry, Dad, but my good friend Hank here said that. Well, he thought it was a good idea.
I read that's what you do.
I mean, if Hank
You've
said
read it.
jump off a cliff, would you?
yeah, exactly. If Hank said jump off a cliff on a quad, would you?
Oh, funny you should mention that, Dad. 'Cause, no, I wouldn't. No. No.
Exactly. That would be
Sorry, sir.
improper. That would be improper for a tabaxi to do.
Yeah. Pretty impressive. No, never
Very
mind.
impressive.
All right, so Mum goes and gets Chad and some of Dad's old clothes and folds them up next to him. Just when you're ready, dear, you can just go to the next room and get changed. And then she goes back to preparing like the 63 fish that Dad caught today.
Based.
Eyeing them.
So
Yeah,
I'll look at the clothes,
the water chicken.
pick them up, put the half glass of milk on the table, go get changed,
Come back.
take the glass, sit on the couch.
Cool. Yep.
Takes a while, but
So, Mr. Thor, we've been out of town for like a couple of days. What's happened?
Well, it seems that the dwarves from across the large waterway have occupied our little town, and they want it, but they seem to be strong arming a few influential people in town into giving the town over, and that might mean we all might have to leave if that happens.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Why is that?
Well, history had said that the dwarves weren't an aggressive people. Plus, they gave us the rune lock technology. Why would they arm us only to take us over?
Well, I've got a theory about that.
Ooh,
You like theories?
I do.
So my theory is that the dwarves are far more technologically advanced than anyone, and they basically have sold off all their old technology to us so they can come across here and test their new stuff.
Oh, that's a bit mean.
I'll say. So, you go.
Well, I was just gonna say if you knew if my dad and my brother and my mum were alright.
I haven't seen your brother or your mum, but I've heard, and I haven't seen your dad, but I've heard that your dad has been part of the negotiation team with the leaders of this invading force, so to speak.
Well, that's good, I guess.
It's at about that time you sort of start hearing a familiar sort of rumble of energy coming down the road that you've recently heard, except it started firing its tank hat at you.
No, it's not the glorious sound of a quad bike going over a cliff then.
No. It is
Because that was majestic.
one of these dwarven tanks with like a patrol around it, sort of just rumbling down the road, and they're like, Kevin, Dad Thor, it's just like, shh, okay, just, and they sort of just hush everything and try to, calm down. And they sort of just Trying not to make a fuss as the patrol just makes its way past. We try not to disturb them too much, so we can go about catching more fish and doing it a little bit on the down low, and we try and get into the town to feed them if we can. It's all fish though, so that's all they're gonna get.
Makes sense.
Poor bastards.
It's all fish and milk.
Better than
Anyway,
nothing.
you guys must be starving. Would you?
Does that mean the tabaxis have cows?
No, it's tabaxi milk. What do you mean? It's tabaxi milk, chat.
What? I've been drinking what all my life?
I don't want to know where
We-
this is going, so
We drink tabaxi milk.
I look at Mum. I look back at
Your
Dad.
mother's- yeah.
I give Thor a big grin with like a milk moustache.
Yeah. It's
I go upstairs and I put my head in my pillow. And I scream certain words that I won't mention.
He's been doing that more and more. Anyway, dinner's up, so all this fish comes out, all cooked up. She puts a lot to the side, so it's like ready for a quick nightly run into the town. So, what are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna go try and see your dad?
Well, I'd like to try and go home, but I think I need to go somewhere else to see somebody that she's really smart and she might know what to do.
is the watchers that we had still working? Those
They seem
fancy
to be
ones?
still glowing. Yep.
What did they do again?
They were everything: phone,
Oh,
calendar,
that's right.
GPS. I'll just slide it over to Hank.
I put it in my pocket.
And who had the other one? There's two.
Cole.
I think it might have been Cole. Yeah. Oh, you scored yourself a Runelock smartwatch.
Yep, I just tuck it in my pocket.
So, Chad will just kind of like slump against the table and just picking at bits of food. And it's like, you can text your dad. Just keep poking at the fish.
Well, that's right. I thought, how far's my home from here?
Your home from
Like
here.
if I was to sprint.
Absolutely shit can it. I believe so. You're at. This is too far, but like, Kevin, Dad Thor, lets you know that there are a lot of patrols around.
I can
But-
hide really well.
Saying that, it's literally up the road, over the bridge, and then up another road
Okay,
down the end.
so I can get there well within an hour then.
About an hour. Yeah. Hour, maybe a little bit more, but about an hour.
Yeah. What are you gonna do, Chad?
Can't get home. I'll just stay here.
Why can't you get home?
Same thing that shot Cole.
Well, again, I've got a really good way of hiding. I
You
can
do.
make others too.
I'm not gonna get home that quick.
Well, you could get to your place within an hour, couldn't you?
Looking at my house.
You kind of like look
Yeah.
out the window and you can just see this glowing tower, along the beachfront. Still operative. It's not like it's like most of the town has gone dark, like as it's sort of going into nighttime now. But your tower seems to be still lit up.
I'll give it a go. I won't be able to get back. Not unless I've got a spellcaster at my house. I probably do.
Otherwise, wait there and I can come back. I'll have both my spells tomorrow. I can do 2 people then.
That'll work.
Alright. I pull out a little bit of gum and start chewing on it, soften it.
Mhm.
Pluck out an eyelash, rub it in the gum, stick it on Chad's forehead and say the words, and boop, he disappears. You're invisible for an hour.
You hear a little clump, 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 and then the door open, door shut.
Okay, and that's where we'll leave it this week.
So is Jay coming back as Catherine or my mother?
Heavy.
You might be Kevin.
Choice. Yeah. Or it could be someone completely different.
Yeah, I'll talk to you offline about it.
Obviously.
Yeah, good gear. I'm putting anyone who's if they're in the chat, throw down a vote. Players will receive an inspiration for whoever cops a vote in the Twitch chat. Otherwise, players, send me your votes. Player of the session award goes to.
Bum, ba, 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 ba.
All right.
Ba, 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 ba.
It's in. The votes are in. Player award goes to a cheeky draw.
Oh.
Oh, cheeky 2-way.
Mm.
Between Jake and Addy.
Jump buddies!
Jump team!
Jump buddy! Well done,
Fuck
guys.
you, water!
Yeah, bastards. You did well, you bastards.
I wasn't really watching the Twitch chat, but
No, nothing.
did anyone see anyone?
It's a quiet night for viewers, I must say.
It's alright.
Well, there's a couple there. We thank you for watching.
Hey, if anyone happens to watch it
Go
on
with
YouTube,
him,
chuck your votes in
Idiosis,
anyway.
Go with Delara and Lurks, which I think Lurks has been watching for quite some time.
Because they lurks in the chat.
Possibly, but I've seen that name a lot.
Everyone take a D4.
We're not
Oh yeah, I
playing
forgot about
under
that.
bed.
That's good. All right. Well, thanks for
Awesome.
joining us. Catch us on our socials, our completely up to date and regularly upgraded socials. Facebooks, the YouTubes, and the Instagrams. Until then, we'll see you next Monday for some more of this Southpoint stuff with a
Hey,
new
awesome.
character.
Easter edition.
Da, 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 da.
Okay, peace out.
Oh my god, the
Be well.
principal!
God no. Be well.
Is that it?
That's it.